Yeah, here we're having schools and students. Let us create a school, and inside the school we can have multiple students. Let us do this. Let's check if we have the school's controller is having saving something. Add school. Add school is a method where I want to save something. Anyways, go to CoreData manager, and there is save context. Let us have func create. Create is a something method which context dot save. Basically, saving something. We create the object outside on the particular context, and we save that. What is that? All control. Exception handling we are using here. Why? If there is any error, just display that error here. Creating is this, and let us create first. And we also need to fetch. Anyways, creating the first, add students view controller, add schools view controller, at new school equal to CD school we are going to create here. In the context, CoreData manager dot share dot context. New school. Let us take the information from the text fields. If we let name equal to name text field dot text, establish text field dot text for the established. Let's say if these two values are available, then save them. New school, and say new CD school, CoreData school. This is new CoreData school, and dot name, which is name of the school, new CoreData school dot established is year, which is again in the form of string. And we also need one identifier, that is UID, which is unique identifier that I am setting here. Now CoreData manager dot share dot create, I'm calling. Create. This creates the object in the CoreData. Now once this is created, here we are not setting any child's child in the sense we are not setting any children relationship. Okay, as we do not have any children here, any students here, we are not setting here. We just saving the school first. Let's see. After saving, once you move back to the students schools view controller, which is home view controller, I need to pull the information and display it. Let us create a method here to fetch some information about them. Create a read. I'm reading all the students. Read. Let me take a type. Here NS managed object. It returns NS managed object. I'm going to write the generic method type, which is NS managed object, which is T, which is T. Okay, here what I'm trying to do is instead of writing read students or read schools, I'm writing a read method which can read anything. Whatever type you are passing here, those types can be read. Here we can pass a student, or we can also pass schools. If we pass schools, it returns to the schools. If we pass students, it returns to the students. Generic methods and generic types we have seen. Okay, what it does, a method which can perform operations of multiple types. Here it is going to perform, it is going to read students, it is also going to read schools. Okay, let me create fetch request equal to dot fetch request. We have fetch request It is going to return fetch request, which we need to give the fetch request. Yeah. NS fetch request. I'm trying different thing here. Uh, T dot description. T dot description. NS manager. Sorry, NS manager object, not context. NS manager object. That is what we do. Command B. Build it. Instance member description. Which result gives the NS fetch request results. Anyways, fetch request is ready. What fetch request, whatever others you are expecting from that, we are taking the class name. Generally, the fetch request, if we are not following generics, this is how you write a fetch request to NS fetch request entity name CD school dot description. This is how we write the fetch request. Here, we are not going to put only CD school. We are going to put any kind of entity, any kind of class. That is the reason we did this, and let us pull the information from the this, data description. Do you mean to use the value of the type dot description? The instrument can be used on type D. Do you mean to use a value of this type instead? Yes. I want to use description. Actually, method, not the proper name. Command B. Yeah, perfect. Our fetch request is ready. We need to ask context. Give me some results for this fetch request. Okay, I'm just asking here again. Do let result here is CD schools. We know CD schools equal to try context fetch request. Our fetch request is this fetch request. I know these are of type. This, yeah, this is what we need. Fetch request. If everything is ready, maybe this does not give you the optional. CD schools are ready here. Now I want to return them. I want to return in the form of CD school here for now. Return CD schools. I'll just repeat it. CD schools I'm returning. If in case any failure, return empty. Empty or nil. Nil also fine because it is optional. Okay. What I am trying to do here is try cannot errors. This errors thrown from here not handled. Catch block. Error. Return empty. Command B. Perfect. Current family of type results 2 of type T. Here we're getting the results. NS fetch request results. Yes, T. We're using generics, all these things we need to handle. Otherwise, all these things are not actually required. Should be perfect. Yeah, let me explain what we did here. We have written a method which is read. This is for C, create CRUD operations we are going to perform. This is for reading. While reading, I am not going to write for each table. I don't want to write 5 different methods, which we did earlier. For students, we have written 5 different methods like create student, fetch students, fetch student, at object, at index, update student, delete student. We have written 5 different methods, but I'm not going to write 5 different methods for each entity. I'm going to write only 5 methods for all the entities. This is where exactly the generics comes into picture. Read, I'm going to read some object of type NS managed object. I'm going to read objects of NS managed object, either directly subclass or indirectly subclass of NS managed objects. And this is where I am passing the T, and it also returns whatever type I passed. If I pass students, it returns you students. If I pass school, it returns you the schools. It returns you the schools. Let me display here, load. While loading, what we need to do? Core data manager, share dot read. Here it is asking for T. This is CD schools. Maybe we need to use self or type. Let's see this. CD schools, which returns CD schools. Instance method, read typing from type inherited from NS managed object. Orator dot shared manager instance method requires. That is what we did, right? What is this? Instance method read requires cd school dot type dot type. Is this? This is, sorry, read type we have, right? This is after NS managed object. Here it is asking for instance method, direct method. Read type here cd school. What else it is required? Type inherited from NS object, NS managed object cd school. CD school it is actually inherited from NS managed object only. And what is this error? CD school, CD school, CD school. Should be correct actually. Inherit from NS managed object, which is already there. Let me try this error actually. Yeah, here we are taking the generic type of the type, and here we are passing dot self. Okay, our students are ready, CD students are ready. We are trying to convert them into students. I'm writing method here under CD school. So we need to convert them into schools. Convert to school where it is object of schools. Object of school at very first. Let me create let new school equal to school UID, which is UID name established is established. Students here are present, which is empty. There are no students, or else we can make this as a new school students established. What is this? Established string is this integer which we had again. Yeah, return new school. In school, what we are trying to do is we have the CD school. I am trying to convert them into the actual normal school, which can be displayed on the view controller. I am writing the school here. In view controller, go here and we got a bunch of CD schools here. Take a school, CD schools. Where schools equal to, I'm taking one empty array here. Even we have here, schools we have here. Let's try to append that. Schools dot append contents of new school, which is a school, a CD school, a CD school dot convert to school. All objects are ready. Let's try to reload the table view. Table view dot reload data. Command B. Everything is ready. We can save the information. Also, we can display the information. This displaying thing, what I am trying to do is, I'm just keeping it in the view will appear. Super dot view will appear animated, and load the information when view is about to appear. This is the lifecycle method which we are already known. Run it. See if we can display the information. Creating a new school. Established, that's a 2020. Save that. I don't know whether those are saved or not. Yes, this is saved. Let us make the table view cell as subtitle one instead of plain. Go here, custom to subtitle. Also increase the height. Yeah, column is the one school which is established 2020. Also, Chaitanya, let's say 2000. Yeah, here, what is happening? While reading the information, we need to clear all the information if there are any. Schools dot remove all. So that the old data will not be displayed. It's Castle 2019. Okay, all three records are displayed. Now we go inside a particular school and we add some students of related to the particular school. Let me also display the activity indicator here, accessory indicator or accessory type. I'm going to display equal to check detail disclosure indicator. Okay, and this is not recommended to use like hard coded. Either you can do here when you create custom cell, there we can have school cell identifier. Use this here. Hard coding is not recommended. Okay, command B, command R. Okay, when user clicks on so table view cell, we take him to the students view controller and display all the students which are part of particular school. For that, we have a method did select row index path, right? Here I'm taking a school equal to from schools, I'm taking index path dot row, and we need to take user to the next view controller, that is students view controller. How to get the students view controller? In the on the storyboard, we're having students view controller. This is the class, and we also have some segue. What is this segue? I can make it to move to display students is the segue identifier. We can simply ask to execute this, or else the other way is for this view controller, we can have an identifier which is storyboard identifier, and we can also use this way. Let us use this way. Let students view controller equal to EA storyboard. Name of the storyboard is main, bundle is nil, instantiate view controller with identifier. The identifier is this, yes, students view controller. If let, okay, while view controller is ready, I'm just presenting it or pushing it. Self dot navigation controller dot push view controller, which is students view controller animated, and taking user to the students view controller. We also need to pass the school object. Let's see. And typing here, move to the students view controller. At present, in the column campus, column school, there are no students. There are no students. We have not passed anything here. Okay. Let us pass. Let us create students first. We can pass the school. We need to pass the school. We see that, and add students here. For add student, creating a student. How to create a student? Let new cd student equal to cd student. Same way which we followed previously in the previous example. CoreData manager dot shared dot context. New cd student if let name equal to name text field dot text, comma, let is equal to age text field dot text. New cd student dot new cd student dot uid equal to uid. New cd student dot name equal to name. New cd student dot what is that? Age equal to age. And we can ask the CoreData to save the information. We have something like create school student record will be created. Same method which is performing multiple things here. Student record is created, and when you come back to the school, no, sorry, students view controller, I need to display. Here we have students. Same procedure we need to follow. Go here to the CD student and write a method func uh, convert to student, which returns you the regular student. Student here returning student. UID is UID. Name is name. Age equal to age. School equal to who school. You can also put who school. Who school. It is available. Otherwise nil. Let's see if he is part of school. Let's make it optional. Even in school, student may or may not be existing. I'm also making that as optional. From here also, we can do two student, right? Whatever values the CD students is having, I'm just putting that. If there is no, if there are no students, I'm just putting nil. If there is no, if the student is not associated with any school, set expected argument type is cannot come to type and set to argument of type. Students. Okay. Let me put as it is at present. Empty. Sorry, convert it to school. Let's skip this. Established. Return new school. Student, we are going to convert it into the student. At present, nothing. We'll just modify this. Okay. Which is nil. I'm putting. We need to change this. Yeah, we are trying to read the students as well now. We try to read the students. Students view controller, load data, which you need to keep this in. We will appear. Super dot, we will appear. Animated, load data. Here, students dot remove all if there is any data. Now, let CD students equal to CD students equal to CoreData manager dot share dot read data, which is CD student dot self, which gives you the students for a CD student in CD students. CD students. We are taking one object from the CD students and putting it here. Where I'm putting students append new element is new student, a CD student that convert to student, and just display that. Okay, and table we reload data. Reload data. Here we are having student cell and putting the information. That's it. We are not assigning. We are creating student, but we are not setting him in the particular school. We will do that. No students. Student name is 1, age is 1. Go back. 1 is displayed. Even make this cell, yes, details of title. In Kalam campus, there is 1 student. In Chaitanya also there is 1 student, which is not correct because we went inside the Kalam campus and added 1 object. but we have not set student, you are belongs to so and so school. Student, you are belongs to so and so school, that we have not kept, right? Let us keep that. How to keep that? Whenever we are moving to the students view controller, we also need to pass the school in which is going to join, in which the school is tapped, which cell is tapped. Okay, here what I do is I'll pass the school object in students view controller. Let me create let school, school, this is the school. Okay, also I'll also display the, anyways, school. Here, whenever you are moving to the students view controller from school, I'm just setting students view controller school equal to yes school, selected school. This is the selected school. That is what I am setting here. Whenever you are saving the information, it is like whenever you are moving from students view controller to schools view sorry, schools view controller to students view controller, I am also passing this is the school, the user is tapped. This is how I am passing the information. Passing information we have seen multiple ways. Okay, this is the one of the ways. And students view controller, I came here, I can also display the school to see whether we got the school or not. We get the school here and pass this information to the add student view controller. Yeah, you can see here, school has come here. UID is this, and the name of the school is so and so. Established is so and so. Students, there are no students, empty students. Okay. Now what we do is we are getting the school object here. I can ask CoreData to give the school, and before that, whenever user tapping on plus icon, we are taking user to the add student view controller. Here also we need to pass that object, the school object. We need to pass here. Let me pass that as well. Please rejoin.